Hello, I'm Steve Whisler. Thank you so much for taking time to learn about candidates running for the Board of Education. I believe we are at a critical crossroads in education within our county. It is so important that everyone, even those without kids in the system, vote in the upcoming election. There is so much at stake, and I'm thankful that many are taking notice of what's going on in our schools. Our next board will have a tremendous impact on curriculum, policy, and the values our children will be taught now and far into the future. So, why me? First, I'm a parent. My wife Jennifer and I have 4 sons, 2 of which are still enrolled in our public schools. One is a senior at Liberty High and the other a 6th grader at Oklahoma Road Middle. Our 2 other boys are 23 and 21. One works at Fort Meade and the other is learning to be a pilot. I have an incredible interest to ensure our schools remain strong and continue to outperform most of Maryland's other counties. I want to ensure our kids have options after their K-12 public school experience. I'm also a retired naval officer. I served 10 years in the enlisted community and another 10 years as an officer. During the Persian Gulf War, I was awarded the Air Medal and Combat Action Ribbon after accumulating over 750 flight hours, of which 200 were under combat conditions. I know what it means to serve, make tough decisions, and create backup plans for the unexpected. I will ensure we focus on our core mission of educating kids and giving teachers, our bus drivers, and other staff the resources they need to be successful. I'm also an experienced business leader. I've managed budgets well over $2 billion as a senior executive in several nonprofit and corporate organizations in the region. I've negotiated employer group contracts, ensured ideal benefit plans for staff, and hope to create partnerships with the business community to draw in additional resources and opportunities for our kids. I'm also a certified teacher that left the classroom at the end of the 2018 school year to take a position with my current employer. I spent 4 years as a full-time teacher and nearly 5 more as a substitute in Maryland public schools. I know the challenges going on in our classrooms, and I've seen firsthand the success we can achieve when teachers, administrators, and parents work together for kids. I am deeply troubled with political and social agendas creeping into our classrooms. These agendas waste precious time and disrupt learning. I want to improve testing procedures and make even more time for instruction. I know I can work with teachers and staff to address the significant learning loss our kids experienced during the pandemic. And finally, I'm a taxpayer. We must spend every tax dollar wisely and efficiently, especially since our school board controls nearly half of the county's budget. Our home values depend upon great schools and low crime. I will never forget that taxpayers are stakeholders in our public school system. It's critical that we not repeat the mistakes of Baltimore City and neighboring counties by simply throwing more money at a problem. I will establish priorities, think of resourceful ways to tackle issues, and make every dollar count. So there are 3 reasons why I'm running for the Board of Ed. First, parents must always have a voice. We will continue to rank in the top 5 statewide for math, science, and ELA if we focus on academic achievement. Other counties wonder how our amazing teachers and staff do so well with so little funds. I want to ensure our parents have an ability to let us know if we're spending that money wisely. Second, I will insist that we stick to the basics. There are only so many hours in the school day to get our kids college and career ready. We must never allow political and social agendas into our classrooms. I will ensure we keep inappropriate concepts and topics away from our kids, especially when they're very young. We must teach kids to think critically, not what to think. And above all else, parents, not teachers, should expose kids to their political and social values at home. And finally, I'll ensure our schools stay safe, accessible, and open. Every child, no matter their background or preference, deserves the best education possible. And as a parent of a special needs child, I'll ensure kids are given every accommodation to succeed. I'll keep police officers in our schools so that all 27,000 students and staff feel safe. And I will keep COVID-19 vaccines and masking optional. As your next Board of Education member, I'll work hard for you, our kids, and our future. So please remember me, Steve Whisler, during the primary and general elections later this year. I would really appreciate your vote.